Hello everybody, I'm Warsaw Titan, and welcome back to Valhalla. I did fix my mistake. We have a new issue, and it's not this. I no longer have text audio, so when the text pops up and just slowly comes in, for some reason it has no audio. So, I can't fix it. I tried. Nothing I can do about it right now. I'll have to figure out something later. But anyways, we're gonna get right into it. Good evening. Oh, hey Joe. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us. The dogs, you invited Titty Hacker, Gail, invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Okay, to me, I just really paid attention to that. The dogs? She does realize Dorothy does not like dogs, right? She has a fear of them. This is gonna end well. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here. I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on the paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell. I'll have a drink. What about you? A brandini, please. Right. The girl asked for a brandini. The little one freaks me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 1, 2, 3, and a 1. Age and mix. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit. Is this cold in this cold season, Miss? Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your little friend is Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Her name's Essentia. Basically what she's going with there. Have you heard of a game called Yike, Bartender? Can't tell if it's Y2K or Yik or Yike. That cult classic game that has been like... Sorry. I don't know why I have English problems right now. That cult classic game that has seen, not been. Why do I keep wanting to say been? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, our friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. He's not gonna be fine. Is something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Bella asked for a fluffy dream. The little still freaks me out. A 1, a 2, a 3. A 1, 2, 3. And get her wasted as fast as I can. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Dang, I got dizzy pretty fast. I better stop here. Now that I think about it, just who are you, Cynthia? Isn't she your friend? I guess? I don't know. I just kind of met her in a convention and she stuck with me ever since. She also seems off, like she's missing something or thinking too much. Interference. Slow synchronization. Well, I won't hold you any longer. We should go. Goodbye. Please come again. Why the hell are you on the floor? Tased? By the vending machines? I wonder if he said something to piss off Diddy or Go-Go. Tased by vending machine. The fact that vending machines have tasers is terrifying. I guess they got sick of being tilted and shook. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. Stop it, you ghosty goo. Ghosty goo. Why did I say that? Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can alone just wander? Can I give you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Yep, and you know what it is? The good old piano woman. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did! You actually remember such a thing? You're so sweet! I was half expecting her to say that she meant a little piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other clients that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Donna told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad, and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do little really understand death? Sorta? Kinda? Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole three laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing that others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps. not take things for granted. Oh, why am my brain melting all of a sudden? Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. What is wrong with my English and functioning ability today? Seriously though, those laws were bullcrap. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their flavor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit, though. The mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment's very comfy, you know. It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell 4. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? Blue fairy. Blue fairy. And age and mix. What about this? Yep, just nice. You always order either sweet or girly drinks. It's a no-brainer. Girly and sweet drinks for a sweet girl. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. Yeah, it's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered for a while, though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar, the way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. Hey Jill, what was that thing you said earlier before to Titty Hacker, aka Alma? People don't come here for cuteness? Eat your words, darling, eat your words. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? That whole thing about someone taking care of them after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological, not physiological, psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So, what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Retrieved? I don't know. Even when I was still deploying self-awareness... Sorry. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though. Or at least not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing a daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays as the little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. And at this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to her. Sorry. Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. And I'm going to save. And yay! I get to fix that. The thing that's been bugging me for all eternity. Not having the break on top of the room. Alright. Let's get a move on. What one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? Always am. Innocent, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my air filters, and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophie Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Wait. Read? Well, I don't see emotion like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised? She's not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So, what's your legal name then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. And it's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name. Yep. Only my mom, guardian calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name is short because, in short, would be Rebecca Willow. Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it! It'd be like if I called you Julian all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling me Cousin Tina Jill for some reason. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us minded though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct it. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But thinking about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor? Sure, yeah, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying that they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched. Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. You didn't mention the dogs. You demon. Or you just forgot. Either way. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Wait, those were cigars? Not cigarettes? Alright. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really. No. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, I say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Ahem. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. Also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for say. Sweet and cold. Yeah, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. On the rocks. Blended. Gotta wait like 5 seconds. Yeah, and it's blended. There we go. Moon blast. Something cold and sweet for say. I think you'll like this one. Really? So sweet of you. Thanks. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow, and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun, drink a couple beers in our honor. Heh, I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. That's adorable! Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actually look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. And it's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin, or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea what she does, how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. And that's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmen is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess I'm a taller or thicker person. Her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Hmm. Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic per se. Sugar Rush should be fine. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or, at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy, even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because the numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from one pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. Ahem. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh, yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll be they'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds good. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. Sorry, planned madness. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. Hmm? I learned something after that Hell and Apollo trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something manly. I'm gonna look for that one that says a certain thing. Sorry, what? Nope. 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 Here it is. Something really strong. You said something strong, buddy. You're something strong. Get absolutely hammered, buddy. I'm about to just ruin your day. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just looking on a case and... I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone? Not good for her. What about the girl, Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, that's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BDC property laws. The walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a crap about selling info to anyone. Okay, then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative. The bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanyavenia? Kanyavenia? What? Made up word that I don't know how to say. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, it turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective. He's actually not being an absolute douchebag today. Unrock me. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again, one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. You could have been lying. Yes, people lie. Oh crap! I didn't. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What's it like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright? You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but when I started getting worried and went out to find her, I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon, I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. come dressed in your absolute best. You're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gail, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure. Thanks. Yeah, and it didn't count as a mistake. Yay. Merry Mega Christmas! Let's celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Alright, whatever. And sorry about missing that one piece of text. I'm an idiot. Ooh! Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't know. Don't care. Alright, time to save. Woo! D13! Woo! Alright, time to go back to the title. Back where everything's fine. Hey, we got lucky with the Ballad of a Gay Ghost thing again. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you wish. Bye-bye!